So, we were making a makeup tutorial. We didn't record like the first half. So, we got the second half. So,
what you missed wasn't too much. You missed primer, the light pink, and I think that's it.
Basically, we just applied one full light pink color here, and then applied a black here, a darker pinky purple there, and a highlight.
Yes.
So it's not too complicated. We do show off our palettes so you can see what kind of colors we used. So we're gonna get on to that video. Okay.
Okay, so continuing. We're applying the darker shimmer into the opposite side. You just applied the black shimmer to the outside corner. Now you're going to go from where you stopped or started that and go into the inside corner and blend the darker purple, pink color, whatever it is, with the black. And that just creates a really, really pretty crease-like definition.
I like to highlight just like right here, just because we have a black right here, so just kind of separate the little dimensions in your eye.
And what I'm doing is I'm just taking a nude color on a really, really fluffy brush. I love this brush. It's very, very well, it works very well for blending. So I'm just taking a nude eyeshadow, and it's matte. Everything else that we're using is shimmer. So I'm taking a matte nude and going from the brow where she's putting the highlight and just blending in circular motion.
Okay, now for a little darker, a little more definition on your eyes, I'm going to apply a really thin strip of liquid black eyeliner. This is Perversion from Urban Decay.
While she's applying her eyeliner for a more bold nighttime look, we, on the other hand, are going to apply, it's called Leisure Time. Whoops. It's a really plummy purple. You can kind of see. It kind of goes along with the purple thing that we have going on here. But we're just going to take a little bit of that, and I am using, all my brushes are sort of similar. This one has a little bit of a V to it. I'm going to apply this right over the dark purple that we just applied. I love this purple. And if you have like green or hazel eyes, this purple does a really good job at bringing out the greens in your eyes.
Okay, now that I have applied my liquid liner, I'm just going to do a coat of mascara and get onto my foundation.
Yes. And I'm using Revlon 3D Extreme Mascara. And this is also drugstore product.
Right now for my foundation, I like to use Bare Mineral.
One more thing about mascara, you do not have to apply it on your lower lashes. Now for foundation and I use the Fit Me foundation, and I'm on number 235. It blends really well, so it doesn't look like a really dark face.
Now the brushes I'm using came with the Bare Minerals thing. A full maximum coverage concealer brush. And I love this brush. It's like super soft. And it does its job.
And I'm using a Studio M foundation brush. It's just any foundation brush. You don't have to use a brush. You can use a sponge. You can even use your fingers. A brush is a little more sanitary.
Speaking of sponge.
Oh, she's got the cutest sponges.
I found these at Big Lots for like $1. They came in packs of 4. They come in hearts. They're makeup sponges, and you can break your heart just like that. You can pull them apart just like that, and it's just like a little makeup wedge, but they're so cute, and they come in hearts. It's like I don't even want to use them because they're so cute. Back to foundation. This brush I'm using is a full flawless face brush. Face brush, and like the other one, these came with a set.
And actually, I'm going to be using a full flawless face brush too. I use it for my bronzer. So, go ahead and apply your foundation all over.
Okay. Now what I like to do, because I have a severely round face, I like to contour my cheeks so they look like this. And like this.
If you do the fishy face like she just did, You follow that line.
I'm using to contour. You can use bronzers, but I kind of lost mine. And I found this at a makeup store. It's MAC Garb. And it looks like that. It's really matte. It doesn't really have a lot of pigment to it, but it's darker than my skin, so it does work well for contouring.
Okay, so now that I'm done with foundation, I totally forgot to put eyeliner on. So I'm going to go back to my eyes really quick, and you've noticed that I have a little bit of a dark outer corner, and that complements well with the black that we put on the outside of the eye. So I'm going to take this. This is actually Bare Minerals eyeliner. It's not mine, but that's okay. And what I do, and I do this every day, I only put what is this eyeliner from the outside corner from here, and I go in about halfway, and I focus on the outside corners, making them darker and lighter as you go in. And I stop. I do not go all the way in. You can go all the way in. I choose to just leave it on the outside. And then to finish it off, I have a really pearly, like shimmery white eyeshadow with just any eyeshadow brush, and I just apply it right to the inside, and it highlights the white of your eyes, making them look wider.
And very glowy. It looks really pretty. Now, I too forgot to do bottom liner. What you're seeing is mascara. But what I use is this really sparkly, I actually forgot I had this. It's an Urban Decay 24/7 pencil, and oh, my camera sucks. It's like a brown, and it has little gold shimmers in it. And
it's very pretty.
And I just put it right down here. I like it to look a little bit smudgy, just so it's not one straight line. That just looks really weird. You have just like a fullish line.
Yeah.
It looks odd.
And like she said, it doesn't look good if it's just like a straight line. I did only put mine, but because of the way that I blend it out to the corners,
yeah, it looks pretty.
It doesn't, it kind of gives it like a little shadow.
Yeah, it looks a little softer too.
Now, after I apply my foundation, going back to the face now, I really like this foundation, but the only thing I would have to say is that it leaves my face a little bit oily looking. So I'm going to take, like I said, a really cheap e.l.f. brown, it's called clarifying pressed powder, with a big kabuki brush, and just put that all over. And all that's going to do is reduce the shine, and also it's going to set the foundation.
Yeah, I'm going to do, just to add a little more color, is a light matte pink blush. I love when they have their sales. It's like a light pink, and it goes on really, really light. I don't know what side of the brush to put. I'm using a little pink face brush. I don't use sometimes I use a blush brush, but because my face is so round, this covers more space than a tinier brush would. I'm just going to apply that right on the apples and blend up.
Now that I have my foundation set, I'm going to go in with my bronzer. You can use any brush, it doesn't really matter. And I'm just using, it's called Sun to Sun bronzing powder. So I'm going to just take some bronzer, and I'm going to apply it where I apply blush.
I do like to highlight just to make this part of my eyes and face appear a little more lighter, a little more glowy. And what I actually like to use is the same color we put on our lid. Eyeshadow, you can use eyeshadow on your face. Some people use it for blush, you can use it for a highlighter. I like to use it for a highlighter, and I just apply it right on top of my cheeks. And I just kind of draw a straight line up, and then you can blend out with your finger or a brush. And I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. And it's like giving you a dewy look, but without being dewy. Because it's a powder, it won't rub off.
And now that I am done with my bronzer, I do actually apply a blush. I'm using the same blush that Crystal did. I forgot my blush. I usually use more of like a peachy. This one's really, really pink, so I'm going to apply it very lightly. I have a really, really soft rose blush, or like a really peachy one. So I'm going to just take a blush brush, smile, and apply it right to the apples of the cheeks. And then you kind of blend your blush in with the bronzer that you just applied.
Okay, for my lips, this is Naked by Urban Decay. If you can tell, it's my favorite brand of makeup. Urban Decay is my favorite brand.
Yeah, she's everything Urban Decay.
It's like a kind of a peachy, pinky nude color.
No, I have one more thing that I apply to the face. I use this. It's called Healthy Glow Bronzing, but it's a highlight. It's very shimmery. It doesn't come out that shimmery, but it's a highlighter, so it does have to have, you know, that kind of tint to it.
A little reflecting type of
and I'm just
material.
using any fluffy brush, just swirl, and then I apply it right to the upper cheekbone and up towards the temple, and I kind of swirl it out a little bit. When you hit the light, it really makes all this open up and just seem like
really glowy.
Yes.
Really bright. Make sure that you got 12 hours of sleep.
Any extras, I kind of go down, around, and just highlight the outside. And with me for lips, I would probably just apply chapstick. The chapstick I use, I don't even have it with me right now. It's the EOS little egg kind of thing. It's like this big. They have like 3 different kinds, 4 different kinds. I just apply that and maybe like a gloss if I'm going away. Hers is really sheer, which is really pretty. I would actually wear that one. But I'm more of just a chapstick kind of girl. There we go. So now, they're very similar. Both purple and black highlighted, but hers is more of a nighttime, mine's more of a daytime. So if you guys liked it, see ya in the next video.